Someone asked me today to speak to abuse in relationships and power and control dynamics. And here we are today with the Sun opposing Pluto right now, and it's trining Neptune. So here's what I'll say about that. This is a moment where things are really coming to a head around our will and our light in our bodies, hearts, minds, and spirits' capacity to maintain shining that fully, Leo, in a relationship. And what I will say is we absolutely should be encouraged by our partners to shine brightly. If we are in a dynamic where to make the other person comfortable, we need to make ourselves small, dim ourselves down, isolate ourselves, make our worlds tinier, retract from friends, family, coaches, therapists, healers. If our partners or even our bosses and close friends, because we can have abusive dynamics in any kind of relationship, if they constantly are telling us that we are hurting them by virtue of being big in the world, you know that you are in a dangerous situation. And the only thing to do in that space is to hold strong, hold your boundaries, remove yourself from conversations, fights, arguments, and text, email exchanges where you are being coerced into believing that that is a normal and reasonable expectation, because it is not. You got to protect yourself until you have the strength, the capacity, and the logistics laid out to leave. That's the truth. There is no negotiating with someone who has an irrational belief that seeking power and control over you is healthy, normal, expected part of being in a relationship. It's not. And for those of us that grew up in trauma and abuse, it's really hard to know that because it's all that we've ever experienced. But I am telling you, you deserve to have your own personal power, Sun, Pluto, charged up, filling you to allow you to live the kind of life where you have free will to be happy, to be healthy, and yes, of course, to compromise in relationship. And there's a give and a take, but when our life, when our joy, when the things that bring us connection and pleasure and fun feels threatening to someone in our life, the best thing we can do is keep ourselves as safe as possible, keep maintaining those outside connections, get the money, the time, and the space ready to be able to exit that dynamic. And we are going to see a lot of that happening, especially in the next year, where these nodes have just shifted today and yesterday, depending on what part of the world you live in. And I believe that the Sun opposition Pluto trining Neptune, remember, Neptune is holding on to the dream for your life, the vision you have for your life, and the vision where we are connected to higher love. That's Neptune. The divine is supporting you. Hang in there.